Images used in this video are under fair use in the copyright law. None of these are mine and are owned by the respective companies. Thank you. What is going on, everybody? EC Wrestle here, and today I'm going to bring you guys a new video. So on this one, we're going to talk about the journey of Finn Balor to NXT. And to start off things, we're going to talk about how Finn Balor moved from New Japan in 2015 to NXT and became a main event star. There, he fought the likes of Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe, and Shinsuke Nakamura, winning the NXT Championship. In around June 2016, he moved to the main roster and immediately got pushed, beating the top star Roman Reigns, who had main evented 2 WrestleManias at that time, becoming the #1 contender to face Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. He went on to defeat Rollins, but unfortunately had to relinquish the title due to injury the next night. He would be long gone until 2017, and the most major thing he did was in a Fatal 5-Way at Extreme Rules, where he had lost the attempt to become a #1 contender for Brock Lesnar. He would then have a 50-50 booking feud with Bray Wyatt, which lasted a couple, pay-per-views, and would have a rematch at TLC, but Wyatt was injured, so taking his place was AJ Styles. This was a fun match, battle of the club members, back in New Japan, the Bullet Club. And it was good to see Finn Balor get the win here. And it was, no bloodless, nothing. It was just a one-on-one match between two of the greatest. So after that, Finn Balor went on to get jobbed out by Kane. Unfortunately, 24 hours later, it was, not a good move by WWE to do that to him. But, that was the end of the year for Finn Balor. Going into 2018, WWE did something that really was one of the best things for Balor. They put the Balor Club together with Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. It was even pushed in an episode of Raw 25 when they were in, with the Clique and DX, and they were like doing the Too Sweet, and they did their finishers to the Revival, bearing the Revival as well. But that's a video for another day. On this one, it seemed as if the Balor Club was going to become huge, and that was very unfortunate because that didn't last at all, like probably 2 months or something, because he went into a feud with Rollins and Miz for the Intercontinental title. He went to WrestleMania to face both of them, but unfortunately could not pick up the win. He would later just have, matches here and there, but really nothing special until he started facing Baron Corbin. And again, it was just 50-50 booking with Bray Wyatt. It wasn't really anything special. It was honestly kind of sad the way they're booking Finn Balor. He had the highlight with the Universal title, but lost it, and then the Balor Club, but that ended prematurely. So, going into 2019, Finn Balor got the opportunity to face Brock Lesnar to win the title he then never lost. He had faced Roman Reigns before for the title, but it was just one of those things. Really wasn't anything that special. So he went on to face him and lost. It was a good effort by Finn Balor, but he lost. Immediately afterward, he got into a feud with Bobby Lashley for the Intercontinental Championship. He had won it at Elimination Chamber on a 2-on-1 handicap match, pinning Leo Rush, and won it. He then lost it back to Lashley, however, and won it back at WrestleMania 35. He carried the title all the way to Extreme Rules, defending it against Andrade at the Super Showdown pay-per-view. And at Extreme Rules, he lost it to Nakamura at the pre-show. Unfortunately, it was put in the pre-show match, but it was a great match nonetheless. So afterward, Finn Balor was then attacked by the Fiend Bray Wyatt. This was the first feud with, the new Fiend character, and attacking Finn Balor was his first move. They went on to have a match at SummerSlam in which the Fiend dominated Finn Balor. Finn Balor would then take a leave of absence to clear his mind because, all this time he needed a break. Then he came back to NXT and attacked Johnny Gargano. Johnny Gargano is now injured at this moment. He's going to face Matt Riddle at NXT TakeOver. And he also turned heel on Johnny Gargano in one of the best highlights of NXT for Finn Balor so far in his return. They were standing off against the heels the Undisputed Era, and then Finn Balor turned on them both, Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. So far, Finn Balor's been booked pretty good. He's going to face Matt Riddle at TakeOver, as I said before, and hopefully he can pick up that win into a good direction. Seems like going back to NXT was the best for Finn Balor, because he wasn't really booked that well in the main roster. Sure, he won the IC Championship, but really wasn't much of a title reign. He was barely featured, and he just lost to Nakamura. So, that is the story of Finn Balor going back to NXT. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want more of these, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Really appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.